Hi there, this is Galen Martling. Today I am sharing Unity Stamp Company stamps, and I am layering stamps today. Actually, I'm layering the ink and stamping right onto one card front. And so this is a stamp set called So Dang Sorry. It has that big, bold sorry sentiment. And I'm also using a greenery from Winter Awaits stamp set. And these are red rubber stamps. I'm also going to stamp with Nuvo hybrid ink pads. I stamp using a Misty stamping tool and also a Misty sticky mat to hold the paper into place. This is pretty sticky, so if you want it less sticky, just rub some fabric over it and just use that. Really, the magnets are not necessary for this, but I went ahead and used it anyway. I wanted to make sure everything stayed put. So I stamped the sentiments on a scrap piece of paper, and I pre-trimmed a panel for the greenery stamping. And so now I am using a leaf from the Winter Awaits set, and I'm going to stamp that 3 different times. I'm going to use variegated ink for this. I'm using the lightest shade of the sort of a peach coral shade. And then I'm going to go into a little bit of a darker shade and blend the edges a little bit darker than the center. I want a variegated look to each of these stamped leaves here. And so you see it's a little darker on the outside, and that's just what I wanted. I'm going to go show you one more time how I did this a little slower. I slowed it down a little bit so you can see the process. You stamp with the lightest shade first all over, and then you just take that darker ink along the edges, just dab it along the edges, brush it really kind of from outward in, and then stamp that again. Now I use one pass for the ink stamping for these. I just am happy the way it turned out. So I just repeated that again for a 3rd time. Now I'm adding the sorry sentiment right in the middle, just keeping it overlapping that leaf stamping, so that it's all in one layer there for the stamping. I used a navy shade, indigo shade, and also I used sweet melon and pink sands on the Nuvo ink. Now this one I stamped twice just to get a really good impression on that navy. And so you have navy blue over that peachy coral look. And I just really love it. It's flat and I love that. Now I'm using an A2 card base that was pre-scored and pre-cut. I added a very thin layer of foam tape behind the sorry and also behind each of the little sentiment panels. So I added some accent stamps that comes in this kit to just send some sympathy greetings nicely. I didn't want to have too much going on with the card, so I kept it a clean and simple look, a cast style. The only extra thing I did was add some gold Nuvo drops just here and there around the sentiments. And I think that just gives it a little extra, a little bit of shimmer as well. And there you go. It's so easy to do. There's no coloring involved, just stamping. You can use most any stamps that you have on hand for this. Thanks so much for watching. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share, and have a wonderful day.